Howdy folks, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Last time we finished up the Undead Settlement, harvested some tree nuts, and now we're going to move on to the Road of Sacrifices. These guys are no fun. Kill them before they transform. Otherwise, you will very likely have problems. That guy's nothing to worry about. He's just gonna blow stuff at you. Shriving stones are interesting because they remove infusions from weapons. But if you've decided to infuse a weapon, you're not really gonna find many uses for them. Now, if you have a bow, you can come right here and just pull these assholes one at a time. Now, you should have a bow. Either way, I'm going over 70, so I'll just... Well, he fell. Bows and vantage points are a fantastic way to cheese. I always recommend having a bow on you. And actually hitting the things you're aiming at. But we're doing a show, and that takes a little bit of time. I'd honestly forgotten about it up until this point, but from here on out, I'll do my best to show you good vantage points for killing things with bows and arrows. And down she goes. We got the Butcher's Knife, which is a fantastic early strength weapon. Like, it's just ridiculous. The Brigand Twin Daggers, I've never used them. From what I understand, they're okay. It's a dagger. Butcher's Knife, however, need to get us 24 strength before we can use it. But as I've talked about, if you two-hand a weapon, your strength stat gets multiplied by 50% of your strength stat gets added to it. And this thing Absorbs life on hit. And if you use its weapon art, strengthen, sharpen, I can't words. If you sharpen, then it restores even more life on hit. It's basically just for a very aggressive playstyle. Now, get across this bridge and get up on these bitches as quick as we can. Ooh, he dropped his staff. That's a sorcery catalyst. But it requires 12 intelligence, so we're not going to be able to use it. We'll light this bonfire, but I'm not going to rest at it yet. I just want to be able to come back here if I screw up this jump. Like that. Well, there's not much down there. That probably wasn't the right way to go. It's just a Morn's ring. It boosts the power of your miracles. I'm not too fussed about it. I just figured I'd try it. Since there was nothing there.
Hello. How do you do? I am Henri of Astora, unkindled like you.
This is Henri. She will always be the opposite of whatever gender you chose.
Companion. Are you too in search of the Lords of Cinder? We are well along the road of sacrifices. Beyond the flooded, we seek the good. We make the net. May the flame.
We'll take this way down. Those tree boys are no fun. They will eat up your stamina. Here's a crucifix beast. I don't think that's what they're called, that's just what I call them. See, I even had my shield up. And he just dunked on me. There are some enemies in the game, and it's basically just the harder you go on them, the easier it'll be to kill them. And a lot of getting better at this game is learning which ones you just have to freaking dunk on, and which ones you need to be cautious about. This bro is one to be cautious about. That is a Black Knight. They are infamous. We'll fight him on the way back. Sellsword Twin Blades. One of the best dex weapons in the game. They're fun. They're awesome. They got a good spin to win for their weapon art. I do not expect to come out of this on top. Just putting that out there right now. Holy crap. Say hello to the other best medium shield in the game. And actually, it's a little heavier, but yeah. However, it's a weapon art shield. There's your best weapon skill shield. When you hit the parry button, you just go straight into whatever your weapon art on your weapon is. Lothric Knight Shield is a parry shield. He goes boop and knocks away weapons. But I don't parry. I like weapon art shields. Just cause. There's no particular reason. There's nothing over here but random pyromancy gunk. We'll get a little bit of it. But it's not really anything to fuss about. Whew. You can see what I mean about them eating up your stamina. Poison isn't a huge deal in this one. It'll eke your health down a little bit. But it's really not that threatening. Head up this way. And we have our central bonfire. We'll light that shit. And then we are going to come out that way. We are not going to go in that way. tree boys are not fun to fight. If you ember, somewhere around in this area will be a summon sign for Hodrick again. This time it's voluntary. You can fight him if you want. If you don't want to, then don't. He's good to fight, to practice, and get better at the game. There's no obligation. There we have another Estus shard. Put your fucking shield up! And there we see I died. Shit happens. Now we'll come over here and go in the front, because we've already gone around to the back and gotten the Estus shard. Wow, that incredible timing. Wasn't it just amazing, folks? This is what it looks like to get dunked on. You can see that's just the way of it. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it goes bad. This is Dark Souls. Don't fuck around down here. There's giant enemy crabs. Got the sorcerer set. And the sage ring. This is a great ring if you're running spell casting because it reduces the spell casting time you need to get your spells out. I'm gonna swoop up here. Dude fell down. As you can see, that was no joke. That hurt a lot. There's no need to go that way. There's just some sages and stuff. Not much over there to look at. We can, however, go this way. Don't run into the dead end. And here we have our sorcery teacher.
Well, this is what do you? This is my. If you have. How intrigued. Very well. Indeed.
If you don't have at least 10 intelligence.
In the form of. Well.
Then he'll refuse.
Very, you know, I am we will learn together.
He'll basically tell you that you're too stupid to learn sorceries. And judging from that display, he might not be wrong. Well, let's go get our crap back, shall we? Run through here like a little chicken shit. Looks like he's stuck. He's going to swoop around the sides here. And not wake these boys up. He's got a little more. There we go. My souls are up there. Of course they are. Ugh. Now these pellets are interesting because they boost your damage absorption, meaning you don't take as much damage from this particular thing. We'll head up here. Right across the way there, we have the Crystal Sage. He's resistant to magic damage, so we'll toss on some fire. And just sprint. I don't usually eat it this badly right at the start. Oh, Christ. I don't know what is going on today. I'm gonna nab me a pellet. Wow! I did so bad at that fight right from the beginning. I haven't done that poorly since the first time I tried to fight him. Now, let's see if I can... not be a fucking scrub. Still wasn't a great display. I'm honestly a little embarrassed of that fight. It was not great. Ugh. But this is Dark Souls. You either make it through or you don't. If you come out the other side alive, you win. Back to Firelink. We're gonna level up. Finish checking out the Crucifixion Woods.
Welcome, speak.
Actually, we're gonna wait a sec. I think I grabbed the Farron Coal.
That is, wasn't he? Oh,
yeah, there we go.
My, used to a fine. Now I'll be praised the gods.
Now, we can infuse this boy with heavy, sharp, and I think it added poison? I think it may have added refined, but as you can see, refined isn't quite as good as sharp yet, and we're not even looking at this. We're losing 10 on our base and gaining almost 40 in our scaling. You can see here, base, scaling, base, scaling. So, we're gonna go with sharp. This is what we're gonna go with for most of the game, and then we'll switch over to refined.
Pretty be careful.
Near when our build is finished. It'll start to overtake it as we get closer and closer to 40-40. But we're at 216 just with our base now. And now we're at 291. Yeah.
Welcome, very then hey. Farewell, Ashen one.
Hello.
I am Cirrus. Do you? I doubt we bless. Bless.
Well, you're cosmic. And they got weird, don't you?
Back to the Crucifixion woods. There's the giant enemy crab. That's not something you want to mess with. So, we'll come over here a little bit. And you can hear him so angry. Get on the land. These two guys. Fucking exile bros. Mr. Clubman. Mr. Swordman. You can fight them. Or you can cheese them. Or they can cheese you. I was not high enough on the ladder. What an asshole. Let me just firmly insert my head into my own ass. Okay, let's try again. There goes one. Oh, here he comes. And there he goes. Great club, an exile greatsword. Welcome to Fair and Keep. We're not going to check this place out this episode, but we'll just come down here to hit the bonfire. Come over here to get the loots. And now if you're running a pyromancer, goddamn crab. And that right there is what you need. Great small pyromancy dome! They won't follow you onto land. That's your next pyromancy tome. That's just a mediocre shield. You get it by going over into the area with the sages and coming back down and around. I'm not too fussed about it. this. Head over to Crystal Sage. And we'll finish progressing through the Crucifixion Woods. Yeah. These boys give Twinkling Titanites. Now, you can get the jump on Mama Evangelist that way, but I don't feel like that's a good idea, because there's other boys down there. Instead, get the jump on the other boys. And then we can go 1v1 with Mama. The Herald set. It's pretty good armor. It's a little bit lighter than what we have, but it's got a cape. Another bonfire. Now that one says it's the Cathedral of the Deep bonfire. Here's a whoop on this dude. But we're gonna get to the cathedral proper before we end this episode. Mainly because the cathedral is a glorious pain in the rump. Got the crest shield, which is basically this is the best magic shield. Owie. And down he goes. Spider shield has poison resistance on it. Basically, resistances just increases your status bar. Which, well, you've seen me get poisoned. The little bar that comes up gets bigger. So it takes longer to fill up. Cool. That's this place cleaned out. We have a suicide bomber. Kill these guys. We have ourselves an Estus shard, and one of the dudes dropped a dagger. Welcome to the Cathedral of the Deep. This is Gale.
Merciful
He's a thirsty bitch. He's also immortal. And he takes you into the DLC. He will whine and cry and moan and pray every time you come back here. So get used to him. Okay. This is the Cathedral of the Deep. This is the place where, if you're interested in getting into some actual PvP with people who aren't shitstains, go ahead and amber up. Maybe toss up a red orb. Do a little invading. Get invaded. It's a great big place. Sometimes you'll run up against squads. I've run up against guys that had a 4-man squad and all the other guys just sat in the corners of the room. And I fought his dudes one at a time to get to the host. PvP here can be really fun. And it's a really good place to get into starting to deal with the player versus player stuff. But that's it for this episode. Next time I think we'll head back over to Farron Keep. Just because we can get our ashes that allow us to buy Titanite shards over there. So, that's it for this one. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.